You ever notice how people keep telling you to wait, be patient, be kind, give them another chance? Yeah, I've heard it all too over and over. You've been told to wait for something to change, like the world owes you a happy ending just because you did all the right things. Well, here's the truth. It's time to flip the script. It's time to take a hard look at the relationships that have been weighing you down. The people who have taken more than they've given, the ones who have left you feeling exhausted and unappreciated. You've shown your patience. You've demonstrated kindness. But there comes a moment when patience morphs into complacency and kindness turns into enabling. And this is that moment you've invested your time and energy into these relationships, thinking that eventually they would bloom into something beautiful, but instead they've often become a burden instead of bringing joy. They've drained your spirit. It's easy to fall into the cycle of waiting, believing that if you just hang on a little longer, if you just offer one more chance, something magical will happen. But magic isn't a strategy. It's not a plan. It's not something that comes from holding on to what no longer serves you. So why are we so afraid to let go? Why do we cling to the familiar even when it hurts? The fear of the unknown can be paralyzing. It's terrifying to think about stepping into a future without those who've been constants in our lives. But let me tell you something, that fear is not a reason to stay. It's a reason to grow. Understand this. You have the power to shape your own narrative. You have the ability to decide who deserves a seat at your table, who gets to share in your journey. You don't owe anyone your loyalty. If they've repeatedly broken your trust, you don't owe anyone your energy. If they've constantly drained your joy, so often we mistake loyalty for love, but true love nourishes us. It uplifts us. It encourages us to be our best selves. And if that's not happening, it's a clear sign that it's time to reevaluate. Letting go is not an act of cruelty. It's an act of self-respect. When you release those who no longer align with your vision for your life, you create space for new connections, for healthier relationships that invigorate your soul instead of depleting it. Think about the freedom that comes from shedding those toxic ties. Imagine waking up, feeling lighter, more vibrant, filled with the potential that you've been holding back because you've been afraid to cut the ties. So here's your call to action. It's time to reclaim your power. It's time to set boundaries that protect your peace, to recognize that you are deserving of relationships that reflect the best version of yourself. It's not easy to let go, but it's necessary. Remember that every time you release someone who brings negativity into your life, you're making room for someone who will bring joy, someone who will appreciate you for who you are, instead of who they want you to be. Every step you take towards liberation is a step towards becoming the person you are meant to be. So don't hesitate. Don't second guess yourself. Trust that you have the strength to move forward and the wisdom to recognize when it's time to let go. You've shown so much patience now. It's time to turn that patience inward. Nurture yourself, care for yourself, and understand that your happiness is a priority. It's not selfish, it's essential. As you embark on this journey of letting go, remember to celebrate the courage it takes to release what's no longer serving you. Every ending is a new beginning, so embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. Open your heart to the potential of new connections, and remember that the best is yet to come. You were patient, but now it's time to let them go and step into the life you've always dreamed of. A life filled with joy, love, and purpose. So take that leap and trust in yourself, because you're worth it.